from round 2 of the season for the Super 2 series. Ryland Gray, the round winner. Ruben Goodall, second overall. And Nash Morris, third, who got his first race win today. Ryland, starting with you. It's been a very strong start to the year for you, and to be consistently at the front over these first couple of rounds. How do you feel coming out of this one with the big trophy?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Got the first race win and pole this weekend, so it's been a bit of a dream. Probably should have had something similar like this at Sydney, but just a few too many mistakes. So was able to put it all together here. So pretty pumped to come out with a win, a pole, the round win, and the championship lead.
The Tickford cars obviously very, very strong throughout this weekend. How useful was it having the 4 cars so competitive at the front throughout the weekend from the word go?
Yeah, we rolled out pretty strong with all 4 cars up the front. So we just did little fine tunes to keep it there, and yeah, it was pretty cool to have all 4 of us up the front there. Fortunately, Lockie got hit yesterday, and he probably would have been on the podium with us. So yeah, it was pretty cool to have us all up there.
Origin numbers on the car, you debuted him today. How does it feel being at the head of the championship? We see how much it seesaws, but to have that moment being P1 on the order, it's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool to see the orange numbers, but not really thinking of that too much this early in the championship. It's a long road from here, so as long as we can put consistent weekends together, hopefully we'll be there at the end.
And I know fans of the Supercars Championship at the top level will be learning your name in the next couple of months. Tell us, what does this do for your confidence heading into making your solo debut at Darwin and later at the Enduros, or is it even something that's on your radar quite yet?
Yeah, it is. We actually we're in the Gen 3 car in the next couple of weeks, so focus onto that and into Darwin. So yeah, pretty cool to be doing a wild card in the main game. So just super pumped, looking forward to that.
A good way to head into it for sure. Congratulations. Looking over to Ruben. Boy, a very strong weekend from you as well. Congratulations. How's it feel to raise another trophy today?
Yeah, great. I've had a rough couple of, probably the past year was really hard for me and a lot of self-doubt. So to get that breakthrough podium is really awesome for me. Like we showed, obviously all 4 of us Tickford boys showed really good pace, but to put it together in qualifying, to make the shootout, to have 2 clean, good races was really awesome. So yeah, a lot of bucket list things ticked for me, and yeah, dream come true really.
Yeah, it's such a step up year on year for you, and coming into a new team, new different car to get familiar with. What's been the spark, do you think, that's gotten you to be so competitive so quickly? Because we see a lot of guys come to a new environment and they take a little bit to settle in. Doesn't seem to be the case here.
Yeah, it's great. Us 4 teammates, we get along really well. Like, we've known each other through younger categories or other categories. So it's great having those guys around. They're awesome. They've got a lot of experience that we can, that I can use. And then, yeah, in the data as well, obviously it's great. One of us is always going to be doing something better at one corner or another. So being able to have that data and put it together for competitive teammates, I think is just a winning combo.
And having those 4 guys there in the Tickford camp, like you said, the resources around, I'm sure it just lifts everyone seeing you guys so competitively. So how does that work for you guys as you look to go to, I think it's Townsville's next up, so it's a little bit of time, but to have that confidence to roll into the next event?
Yeah, well, I knew we were strong at Sydney. We probably just didn't put it together. Like Ryland said, we probably deserved to be, having a similar sort of weekend there. We were very quick by the end of the weekend, but we rolled out a little bit weak. This weekend we rolled out very strong, and look where we are now. So, in terms of Townsville, let's hope we roll out strong. The guys were strong there last year, and let's build the momentum and have another top 3 just like this.
I'm sure you're looking forward to it. And look for third for the round as well. Hey, Nash Morris, first race win today. Your career's had been all over the shop, but to come back into Super 2 and take a race win in your second round, I can only imagine the feeling that you'd be having at the moment.
Oh, it's amazing. As you said, I've had some ups and downs, running our own car. I had one good qualifying session in my first 2 years of Super 2 to come here and, be competitive with Tickford straight away is pretty amazing. It's all pretty much thanks to Scott Taylor, so yeah.
And how much do you take from working with your 3 teammates here? Obviously, like we've said, from pretty much everyone, a lot of data and resources you guys can look at as a squad. How much has that helped you, and how much do you think you guys lift each other as teammates?
Oh, it's amazing. As you said, when I ran my own car, it was just me there by myself, so I struggled a lot. Come here and you've got 3 fast dudes, you can all learn something off each other. So, which I think it shows, all of us being up the top in one point of this round. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool, and I guess I'll start by asking you, but I can open it up to Ryland and Ruben as well. The name that has come back into the team this year being Frosty, looking after you guys and going on track walk and helping you guys out. Can you just speak to the influence and the involvement he's had with you so far that's seems to be paying off from judging by this weekend's results.
Yeah, he's really helpful. It's not so much the driving stuff. He doesn't really, I'm not saying annoy you with that, but it's all the other stuff that off the track that he's really good with, about how you present yourself, not beating down the little things and just basically focusing forward. It's pretty amazing having him in our corner.
Excellent. Rylan, anything to add from that?
Yeah, it's good to have him back. He's like a dad now, but he's still like 12 years old, so you can have a joke with him. So, yeah, he's been super good for us to have someone to learn off and a bit of a mentor for us. So, yeah, it's been great. We've been learning heaps, and like Nash said, it's not everything in the car. It's also about out of the car and all the mental game as well. So, yeah, pretty pumped to have him back.
Excellent. Anything to add, Ruben?
Yeah, I agree what these guys said. Like, yeah, he's great with the data. He's great with everything like that. We know, he's a champion. He's won Bathurst, all this sort of stuff. But he shows what it takes to be, a professional athlete or a professional driver behind the scenes as well. The mental game, the commercial stuff. So yeah, massive asset to the team. And he's got a wealth of knowledge. He's probably forgotten more than us three combined. So there's a lot going on there that he can share with us. And yeah, he's great. He's really generous, spreading his time between the four of us. And yeah, definitely it shows.
Excellent. Very good. I'll open up to Cobb if you got something to ask the boys.
Nash, have you actually had a chance to speak to your dad, or I think you two are the second father-son winning combo in Super 2 history, but obviously he's been a big supporter of you. Have you had that conversation yet?
Yeah, he just gave me a big hug.
You went away from the supercar pathway for a bit into the Porsche sort of system, and how did it come about, or why did it come about that you ended up coming back to Super 2?
Basically, Scott Taylor wanted to help a young bloke basically achieve his dream and get to supercars. Obviously had the Porsche and that there, so we raced that initially. Then he said, do you want to try something different? I said, look, Super 2 is the thing you got to do to get in the main game, obviously. So we found a deal, and he's basically just been in my corner ever since. I feel like I wouldn't be here without him, so it's all thanks to him.
And like you said, obviously having teammates and whatnot is a big thing, but also going out on your own, away from the family team, has that been good for your own development?
Yeah, I love my dad, but we butt heads, you know what I mean? He'll agree with me. You get too emotional, and it's good just to go to a race team, and it's just all logical, so that's the good thing about it.
And do you feel like you're getting closer to a point where we could see you doing a wild card or a co-drive or something like that in the big show?
Yeah, I hope so. I think I've proven myself in all the other categories I raced in. Trans Am, I've raced against the supercar level dudes. It's just, this has been the monkey on my back, and it's good to get it off. So hopefully a few of the team motors down the pit lane have a look at that, and it does something.
Ruben, you mentioned a bit about obviously the journey and the self-doubt, I guess, can you had a tough year last year and finished in a tough way, and how have you been able to kind of deal with that and I guess stay keep the faith?
Yeah, these guys have all been really supportive at the team. They took a chance in me, taking me on for this year, and yeah, it's really showing. We work hard, we do all the same things. The proven system that they've got. Obviously, Tickford's produced some very high level drivers through their time with the Dunlop Series, Super 2, all that sort of stuff. So for me, it was definitely something that I wanted to do, and that's my goal as well. But yeah, just following the processes and listening to the people. There's so much experience around between Tom, Cam, my teammates, Frosty, the engineers that we've got. So really, once you put it all together and you take it all on, you're a sponge, and hopefully you pick it all up and you learn and you execute just like we did this weekend.
And a few for you, Rylan. First of all, you had Cam Waters' brand on your car. How did that come about? Is that something we're going to see more of?
It came about at a training camp, actually. He said, what do you have for the year? And I said, Tickford Autosport on the side of it. So we missed it for the first round, but got it on there for the second one, and it's been a bit of a good luck charm. So might have to keep it and see how we go for the rest of the year.
For Darwin, have you thought about, it's such a cliched question, but what you might be able to achieve there? What your expectations or hopes are?
You sort of just learn as much as you can. Frosty goes pretty good there. He got a win there not too long ago, so just learn off him. He knows the track well, and just execute is probably the main thing. You put all your best together, and you'll be somewhat competitive. So looking forward to how we end up there and go support Lockie in Perth with his wildcard first and learn stuff there before we head over to Darwin.
And again, I know it's very early in the year, but I mean, you're 18. Do you feel like you can be pushing to be a full-time guy next year? Is that the hope or the time frame or yeah?
At this point of time, I think you're focusing on the Super 2 Championship. You put runs on the board so you can market yourself a bit better, and that's what I'm trying to do. So started off the year pretty well, and hopefully we continue that through the rest.
Excellent. Well, I think that wraps us up today. Well done, fellas. Round 2 of the championship out of the way, and 3 ticket cars at the front. Congratulations, and we'll see you in Townsville.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See you there.